I mean, they all have a little bit different things on them, but that's the infundibulum. Oh, the stem that leads to the pituitary.
Oh, got it.
So, the stem. Let's see. Are you already recording? Oh, okay. All right. So, we're gonna go with the brainstem. So you're looking at the thalamus, that area there, which is also kind of around. It's surrounded by the third ventricle, right? So then the third ventricle on this one here, the choroid plexus of the third ventricle is that purple. Then you have your, let's see, it's asking for the hypothalamus, so that's that area there. And then the optic chiasma, which is there. You just look for the optic nerve, the space in between the optic nerve. Then you have the infundibulum, which is again that guy there, connected to the pituitary gland, or pituitary body, sorry. Gland, body, it's the same thing. It already asked about the third ventricle, so we got that. Cerebral peduncle. Cerebral peduncle is this guy here, as well as the midbrain portion over here. So that's all the cerebral peduncle. Make sense? Okay. So after we go there, let's go ahead and do the corpora quadgemina. There's an RI in between quad and gem. So quadrigemina, sure, is this guy, as well as these 4 bumps here. So those are all corpora.
Right.
Quadrigemina is quad. Cool. After we have the quadrigemina, we have the cerebral aqueduct. So that's this here leading into the 4th ventricle. Make sense? Cool. Then you have the pons. So the peduncle, the pedophile uncle, the pons, he pons off the medulla oblongata, the brain stem. Then the cerebral aqueduct from the 4th ventricle goes into the spinal cord. Okay. Then the pyramids of the medulla. Let's put these guys back together. It should be the snail face. That guy there. Okay, makes sense? Cool. And then the olive of the medulla is the pink area in here. Do you see it?
Yes.
Cool. The superior cerebellar peduncle. Pretty much just the cerebellar peduncle is here. We don't need to know superior, intermediate, whatnot. Seems like a lot of work for nothing. Then the septum pellucidum. See, it's actually going to be in here, so it might be easier to see it on this model here. Septum pellucidum, right there. And then the choroid plexus of the 3rd ventricle. We already did that. Yep, exactly, that purple. Interventricle foramen. It's going to be a hole in there. I don't know if it's on this one. Is it? Yeah, there it is. So it's that space, right? Because the other model is just a bunch of space. Cool. Then the fornix, fornixin, right? She said it looked like a penis. Sure. Fornicate, whatnot. Intermediate mass of thalamus. The tiny itty bitty mass right there. Intermediate mass of thalamus. Mammillary body is under here. That white, when you put it together, looks like 2 dots in there. Do you see it? You got it? These guys. Cool. All right. Then the optic nerve, you know where that is.
Right.
Easiest thing on the model. Oculomotor, you're going to have to look on, where's the other guy? Isn't there another? Yeah, it's over there. All right, because the body gets in the way. So you have your oculomotor, which is there. It's medial, right? As opposed to the trochlear, which is lateral. Thank you. Lateral. So medial is oculomotor, lateral is trochlear. And then trigeminal, it looks like the gem. There's 2 of them. Oh, it looks like there's 2, but that's just the trigeminal. Okay. Then abducens. You have your facial. Then you have your vestibulocochlear. Then the glossopharyngeal is up here, followed by the vagus, and then the spinal accessory. And then hypoglossal right next to the olive of the medulla. And then also to the face of the snail, whatever, the pyramid of the medulla. Cool? Cool.
Optic tract is this one.
What do you call it?
Optic tract.
Just when I put it together, right? Oops, where is it? When I put it together, it looks like the abducens are the little antennas, And then the face.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense?
I was looking too like
L-
small.
Where's the optic track?
On the optic track. Oh, yeah.
This one.
It's that guy right there. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So optic nerve, optic track. Okay. And then of course you have your olfactory bulb and olfactory tract right there.
Okay. Can you do? You lost me after Vegas.
Vagus?
Vagus.
Yeah, sure. So let's see. You have the vagus.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, sorry, that's vagus,
Mhm.
and that's the spinal accessory.
Okay.
Then hypoglossal is this guy that
Oh,
kind of looks
flat.
like a bean,
Okay.
right?
Okay. And then off track. Okay.
And then I'm not sure about the arteries. I'm sure it's like those guys, but I don't know.